It's wild to think that Deep Rock Galactic 1.0 first dropped nearly 6 years ago. In that time, in my mind, it cemented itself as one of the best co op FPS experiences out there. And with over 160,000 overwhelmingly positive reviews on Steam, that seems to track. Rock and Stone became a rallying cry, and Hoxxes IV became a second home for dwarves everywhere. But here's the real question. Can Ghost Ship Games and Funday Games bottle that magic again? This time in a roguelite bullet heaven spin-off set in the same universe. Today, we're strapping on our gear, firing up the drills, and descending once more into the depths of Hoxxes IV to find out. This is Deep Rock Galactic Survivor, and we're about to see whether lightning can strike twice in the mines. Rock and Stone. And here we are in Deep Rock Galactic Survivor. Now, I've already put a few hours into the game, and I will say, initially, I really like it. I think it hits really well on all of the bullet heaven roguelite titles, but also, of course, brings in its own unique flair. And on top of that, just has so many interesting layers that make this bullet heaven roguelite really stand out in comparison to others. And as you can see here, you have, of course, just like in the original DRG, you have all of the different milestones and accomplishments. You will get things, of course, unlocked for reaching these accomplishments, like gear level and artifacts and so much more to help you with every single run that you dive into. You can unlock weapons, of course, classes as well. And what's really cool, something I really like, of course, is the fact that not only do you have your core classes, but then you have like your subclasses, which tend to change up the stats of that character a bit, as well as what weapon they start with. There are also masteries, so if you really like a weapon and you want it to do more damage, or if you think, this weapon could be better if it had more damage or a faster firing rate, well, you can go through the mastery system and increase certain aspects of those weapons. So I really like that as well, and with doing so, you can unlock more things in the game. So as you can tell, there's just a lot of value through not only just playing the game, but also playing through the different hazards as you would in original DRG. There are a lot of things to play around with for builds, so you can really make quite a few unique builds and really change up the gameplay experience. There are, of course, your core sort of account upgrades as well. So as you collect the different resources, you'll be able to invest in these different boosts, such as XP gain, how fast you mine, increases to your max HP, and stuff like increasing your weapon's reload speed. So there are a lot of benefits to gathering these certain minerals. But again, as I mentioned prior about managing your time, what is your core focus? Is your core focus to really build up your weapons and become a powerhouse for that specific run? Or are you looking just to get these upgrades materials so that way you can upgrade your overall account for future runs? So it really just depends on your strategy and your focus, which is really nice. It gives the player a bit more power in how they want a run to go. And if we dive into it, we can of course see our masteries. So we have class mod masteries, biome masteries, and weapon masteries. And out of that, we have lethal operation, which I still need to unlock, vanguard contracts, anomaly dives. But we also have the main missions. There's escort duty, which is escort a friendly drill dozer into the depths, keeping it fueled and moving until you can find and crack the mysterious Amoran Heartstone, or elimination, which is sort of your classic bullet heaven roguelite. Deep dive and fight your way through a horde of elite enemies in order to draw out and slay the ultimate enemy.
Got my gun done up all nice and shiny for this.
And I love the fact that, of course, all the original voices are back that we're familiar with, or at least that sort of style and theme, and just that same energy and fun. And we have different sectors. We have up to 5 sectors, but also several gates that basically really push us to make sure that we are ready for the next tier, if you will. Also, for each map, there are 3 different core objectives or achievements to unlock, and this will help you, again, get more items and progress further into then the next biomes, and the next sectors, I should say. And you can see the variety of biomes, too. It just really make it a very unique experience. Like, there's no other bullet heaven roguelite that has the immersion factor or that extra layer of like, oh no, I really need to worry about my environment as well. What are the hazards? What are the things I need to avoid? What are the things I need to interact with?
Hot one today.
LMG gun platform. Okay, so we'll do maintenance. Let's change up our gear here. So lifetime weapon range, status effect damage. Definitely want that. We'll take that as well. Then let's see. Now you can compare too. Like if you have an item in that slot, you can compare them to get a better sense. You just hold down on control and go, okay, which one's better? You can look at the level, look at the stats. Pop that in. Damage, status effect damage, and critical damage. Damage, move speed, mining speed. 3 extra drones for 75 seconds when leaving the drop pod.
Oh yeah!
Let's go for that. Again, I'm still figuring out gear myself, so you might look at this if you've been playing for a while and go, you shouldn't use that, that's not good for that. You know, it happens. But if you do have tips and you want to also share with the community, with the folks watching, feel free to in the comments.
It's dreadnought time, miner. Find the damn thing, destroy it.
So if you stand on lava, or if you're mining through it, you will take damage. It's a small bit, but it does add up over time, so you do have to be careful. Okay, so let's go with reload speed. Or do we want to go with damage? Let's do direct damage right now. We definitely need reload speed, but I just wanted to add on just a little bit more damage. Once we start seeing those elites and stuff, it'll help quite a bit. The smaller enemies right now, it's not a big deal. Reload speed. I should actually up my mining a bit too, just because I'm not a driller. Ooh, hello, Apocalypse. Set those off. And they can do damage to enemies, which is also very, very nice. So I'm using the map to see the Apocalypse, to see that little white dot. Also, I would say loot bugs really aren't worth your time per se. I mean, if you have the time, if you have them right in front of you as you're trying to get someplace, it's not, it doesn't hurt, but they give you so little that I wouldn't say hunt them out. You know what, with this, let's get more health. Because we're going to be taking more damage. I'm not going to get that because that is for an account upgrade, and I'm just not focused in on that right now.
Can't drop supplies for you yet. Prep the landing zone for impact.
Now, sometimes you'll have to clear out a lot of stuff to get them to drop. Other times, it's just that easy. Every overclock, more damage, more reload speed, but you lose mining speed. Oof. 20% discount's pretty nice to start off with. Let's go with the coupons. Even though damage and reload speed's nice, but we're not the driller, and we'll have to invest a lot into mining speed.
I rarely pick one of these.
At least with my knowledge of the game thus far, I don't want to, you know, kind of mess around and find out. I'd rather go for something that's a little more beneficial without the detriment added on to it. Because mining is just actually very important for survival as well as for getting resources. Okay, nothing up there that I want. Swarm is coming soon. Ooh,
Prepare to
Pocket Bloom.
fight for your life. A big swarm is approaching.
Another Apoca Bloom. Hey, and new weapon. Okay, so Krakatoa Sentinel, flamethrower turrets. We could do shoots electrical bullets that electrocute nearby enemies, target closest enemies, Stubby Voltaic, or the Warthog. I'm gonna go with Stubby just because I like to have some speed as well. Like, as you can see, the LMG turret is a bit on the slower side. You can speed it up, but this is just naturally fast, so it's nice to have that DPS.
Angry, full of energy, just like me.
Oh, yep, Pocket Bloom right there. And hey, see?
You've achieved your objective in a record time.
Got the objective, so we're good to go there. Let's increase our fire rate a little bit. still trying to find nitra and gold. I'm really not finding a lot, though, unfortunately. Though usually with the first level, you speed through it pretty quick. Alright, this one's just an acid spitter. As long as we can avoid the range attacks, we're good. Damage, fire rate, pickup. I mean, pickup radius would be nice. That means you don't have to get as close to things like experience nodes. Let's see. Let's just do damage.
Quota satisfied. The drop pod is arriving.
Alright, 20% increase to XP. 30% damage to projectile. Added on to projectiles. Ooh, reload speed decreases the time to reload all of your weapons. That would be super nice for the LMG. As we're in Dive 1, it's like I lean toward the XP just so that way things are a lot quicker. Plus, each time you level, you get a little bit of health back. So if you are hurting, leveling up is huge. And if you can spam the level ups, you're just constantly healing yourself. But the reload seems really nice too for like the LMG, like the Krakatoa. Alright, I'm gonna go with XP. I may regret it, but we'll see. Fire rate, damage. Let's go with that. So turrets mine nearby walls. I personally don't care for this, but then again, I've just only gotten to Hazard 2, so maybe things might be more beneficial for you to use this later on. Though again, I'm not also a huge fan the turrets will follow you around. Because the problem is that as they follow you, they'll start targeting just any enemy, and sometimes you want them to be honed in on like an elite. And so I feel like having them follow you around isn't always beneficial as well, because of the target changing that they do. But we'll have them follow me around.
Overclock time, baby.
Let's also add, well, I do need the reload speed, but I also need the move speed. Let's go for move speed right now. Ooh, piercing. Now that's pretty nice. That legendary reload is solid too. Alright, let's go with piercing.
Yeah.
Stage 1 cleared.
We need to get the LMG up to 18 anyway for one of the achievements. We might as well. Oh, we have such little nitra. Let's see. Reload speed.
Tough choice.
We'll invest in that. We'll up our damage for the stubby.
You don't see these every day.
Yeah, and I'll grab pickup radius
This one
too.
suits me best.
And I won't have to grab too many more of those than at this point.
You have your objectives. Get it done, miner.
Alright, I see gold. I go for gold. Yeah, it's weird. Usually with the runs, I tend to get like around 50 to 60 nitra and then around 100 or so gold, if not more, but just haven't really been having a lot of luck. Okay. So trying to also like balance between using the HUD map and then what's in front of me as best as possible. By the way, if you're terrified of bugs, this might not be the game for you.
A swarm is heading your way. Load up.
Should probably throw that out there. Alright, reload speed. You know what? Yeah, let's invest in that. See if I can sneak around this group. There we go. I want to keep moving. I'm not as concerned about picking up all that XP right now because I can always swing back to get it too. Ugh, creepy little things.
Take that.
5. Okay, so we need one more Apoca Bloom. But I'm also keeping an eye out for Nitra and Gold.
A swarm is heading your way. Load up.
I'm gonna kill you all.
Boop.
Objective completed. Excellent job.
Son of a bitch.
So piercing with the stubby, fire rate? Yeah, let's do fire rate.
Fine.
I'm down for that. Also, I love the little visual change. Like, you can see the turrets now can roll around like a tank, which is really cool. Like, it's nice to do an upgrade and actually visually see something, too. Hey, Nitra, alright.
The surface is too packed.
Yeah, one thing I will say is that a lot of the maps either have like an orange hue to them at times or are just quite dark. And so it's really hard to tell if you're going for Nitra or gold. Because a lot of times I'm like, oh, it's Nitra. And then it's like, no, it's gold. Because once you get closer to it, you can see more of the gold hue rather than like what seems to be more of an orangish, reddish sort of hue.
Supply pod inbound.
Increase your fire rate and reload speed when standing still. Get a small chance to find nitro when mining any rock. Get a small chance to find gold. Let's go for the artifact. That one there. And we will go for move speed.
Hello and good.
See, I'm glad I got a larger pickup area, because then I don't have to try to force myself through all those enemies to get that experience. Go for the max HP. Now, I could re-roll those if I wanted to and use up gold. Totally could do that as well. I tend to forget about it, though, because usually I'm just like, well, it's just kind of the cards I've been dealt, and I like to try to save gold for whenever I get to the shop, once I get into the drop pod. Okay, so we're doing electric and is it kinetic right now for the Krakatoa? I think it is. And then we have fire from Bosco. So locks onto targets, unleashes homing bullets. Now that can be really nice, especially when you want to focus in on elites and bosses. Though I do like applying fire. More fire. Because these will circle around you, usually, the drones. I feel like I want to get the Firefly now, because if I was able to get the Loke 1, or Loki, as I like to call it too, that it would be like for the level 25 slot, because we're getting closer to getting to the Dreadnoughts at that point. But I'm still worried about just the number of enemies surrounding me right now. So 10% damage increase. Yeah, let's go for reload speed. Now you can see here you have a certain amount of time to take down the enemy to get a specific rarity. So we didn't get the legendary, but we did do the epic. So we have lifetime for the turrets and for the drones here. You can see that once you hover over one of these cards, it'll show what it applies to with those little blue arrows. Lifetime would not be bad, but damage overall is this up that. Let's go for reload speed. Because again, we have to get the LMG up anyway. Oh yeah, this is the LMG turret, by the way, not the Krakatoa. I know I'm confusing the two, because I was using the Krakatoa previously with the driller. Yeah, so not a lot of Nitra again. Now you will see 2 paint job. This makes it so you can skip 2 or 3 upgrades here to get closer and closer to that level 18 overclock, and just to an overclock in general if you're not really concerned about individually upping the damage, the critical chance, the reload speed, and stuff like that. This will just get you quicker through the leveling process. But again, for each slot, you don't get a benefit outside of the overclock. It's just kind of filling it in for you. So it's like, initially I was doing those, like, yeah, let's just get to the overclocks. And I'm like, yeah, but, you know, we're also missing out on certain upgrades if we really want to increase the damage or the reload speed or something like that. Let's do potency for the drones. Let's do critical damage. We will reroll.
What else?
Let's do
I'm raring
lifetime.
to try this out.
Oh, nice. Okay, we can up the stubby again. Let's do that.
Smart pick.
We can increase the fire rate of all projectile weapons. So the stubby and the LMG. Okay. Or just increase our move speed if we wanted to. Or we could try to reroll. Well, let's pin this to show how this works. Pin that.
Nothing for me
Reroll.
here. Let's try again.
Now, as you keep rerolling too, you will be charged more and more gold. So you do have to be careful of that. Critical chance, lifetime. Well, I think I want to go
Don't
fire
mind if I
rate.
do.
Let's do chance.
Have it.
I'm always kind of iffy on critical damage and critical chance in games.
Up and at 'em, Miner.
Like, it's great when you hit them, but sometimes upping their percentage is like what... I don't know, sometimes it just feels more like you're gambling. And it's like, it's not as much of a guarantee, so it's like, do I really want to go into that? Potency, so up the stacks of electric status effect, or fire rate. I mean, it's already got a fast fire rate, so...
I'll
Let's do
take this
potency.
one.
Environmental fireworks. Aren't they the best? Ooh, golden nitra. Yep, there we go. Again, sometimes it's hard to tell until you get on top of it.
Feeling much better now.
Get some of that red sugar in.
The scanner just lit up like a Christmas tree. We got a swarm incoming.
Okay, our first swarm, then supply, and then 2 more swarms after that. All of the fun, all of the damage. There is gold there, but we're also surrounded, so I want to try to get the enemies whittled down as best as possible first. Also, enemies can do damage to the terrain, and so they can actually break it down for you, and you can just run by and pick up what's there.
Now this is a rare treat.
Too much crap in the way. Supplies can't land. Clear it out, Miner.
Kind of the theme of this game, just too much crap in the way. Yeah, 15 HP per bit of red sugar is pretty nice. I will take it. In some levels, there are also healing crystals that you want to make sure not to destroy. If you stand near them, you will heal. And it's typically like an HP, like a second or less.
I want it.
Piercing, I mean, piercing would be nice, but let's go with fire because I want to get this up to
I'm
18.
gonna be the best survivor.
Change the damage to plasma. Or add an additional turret and plus 10% damage. Now, there is an achievement for getting a certain amount of fire damage on enemies, a certain amount of electric in plasma. So I'm almost tempted to do the plasma. Also, if I remember right, plasma bounces. So it will actually keep traveling around and constantly hit enemies, which is super handy.
Clocking it to 11.
So, yeah, look at all that. With all those choke points.
Vaporize. Here.
Right, and then Morkite is just purely for this side mission.
Beat your maker.
It doesn't, like, go into any other element of the game, as far as I can tell.
This
Reload
is a
speed.
smart pick.
A swarm is heading your way. Load up.
Try to get the Morkite that's not in the lava. Easier said than done, though. There we go.
Work. You've achieved your objective in record time.
Oh, boy. Okay. Oh, they want to give me a hug, and I don't like it. Oh, thank you. Not gonna go to prom with you. Leave me alone. Try to sneak our way through here. Again, another thing that you just wouldn't experience in any other Bullet Heaven style game, which is really cool. Oh god, the shellback is a pain, to say the least.
This will help me work harder.
Because they have that constant stream of acid, and then on top of that, they roll around and they become quite armored, so they don't take a lot of damage. And they can easily go through the terrain. No problem. Alright, I'm gonna have to back up here.
Dimmity dips.
Fire rate plus reload or potency. Let's do fire rate and
This is
reload.
gonna change everything.
Up our DPS a bit more. Now we're gonna back up more. Watch out for that spew of acid.
Give it to me.
They got your sense now.
Yeah, if you don't take down the elite quick enough, the enemies will keep getting stronger and stronger.
All tasks
And the game is not afraid to tell you. Keep telling you.
ready. Get on it before it leaves.
I'm not worried about pickup radius, but XP or gold. At this point, let's do more gold.
Choice.
Ow. Now, usually once we get to the 5th stage, where we're taking on the dreadnoughts, that's when I typically like to farm the account-based resources for those upgrades.
Have a good meal ready for you when you return.
Okay, so move speed, reload speed. Let's do reload. I kind of want to jump up. We're going to miss out on some benefits to this, but I want to get that achievement so then I can focus in on other weapons that I have.
Gonna paint my nails to match it.
So we're going to do that. Let's
Nothing
re-roll
for me
real quick.
here. Let's try again.
Move speed. Do we want to do that? Yeah.
I'm having an epic vision next.
Reload again. And let's go with more
This
health.
makes my whole life
Because
better.
look at our health. 104 of 385. We're taking constant damage from the magma. So it just adds up over time. Hey, new weapon. Alright, so here's the Krakatoa. The flamethrower. Otherwise... Oh, that's right. I wasn't using the Krakatoa with the driller. I just happened to see it and then went with something else. I think the stubby or something. Okay. What do I want to do? The Warthog shoots in front of you in a steady rhythm, knocks back enemies. I mean, that gives you some breathing room. But I think I'm going to go with the Loke 1.
That smart rifle's what I need.
So I think we have plenty of area damage. Though the knockback is something we don't have. That's pretty nice. Yeah, give me that health. Yeah, I've played a ton of roguelites. A ton of survivor-like games, if you will. From Vampire Survivors, where I have hundreds of hours into that, thanks to the mobile and the PC versions. As well as
Away, load up.
yet another Zombie Survivors, which is just a fantastic Survivors-esque game. Soulstone Survivors, which is also fantastic. It's just awesome to keep seeing these Bullet Heaven roguelites. At least when they're done well.
Tough choice.
Now, I think I hear a hoarder somewhere. Thought I heard a specific noise that sounded like a hoarder. I'll keep an eye out just in case. Also trying to, again, find gold and nitra. Hey everybody, how's it going? Oh boy. Armor, reload. Let's do reload speed.
Build.
A swarm's heading your way, load up.
Hot.
Yeah, at this point, I really need to avoid exploders where I can.
Bring it, Beckers!
See if I can quickly go through this. There we go.
Can't drop supplies for you yet. Prep the landing zone for impact.
Oh, of course, the supply is below me where I just came from. Also trying to keep an eye out for red sugar.
The scanner just lit up like a Christmas tree. We got a swarm incoming.
Let's show them
Ooh, okay, so we can see that gear dropped, a blue. Try to set those off.
Objective completed.
Ooh, grab that red sugar, there we go.
in the mouth.
Yeah, that's not good.
I'm gonna be the best survivor.
So 100% fire rate, but minus 15 accuracy, or 4 turrets. Yeah, I'm going with the more turrets.
Change everything.
There we go. So now we got that achievement. So we've unlocked something.
Pay for all.
Gonna go ahead and pick up that gear as well. Actually, don't need the caps anymore. But they just happen to be here, so. Oh, there we go. There's another elite. Finding another shellback, huh? Interesting.
Alien.
I don't think I've actually had back-to-back shellbacks yet. Status effect,
Mind
yes.
if I do?
Oh, watch out for the acid. And it'll just hardcore track you. It's locked onto you, so you can't really dodge it per se. You just have to get out of its range. Oh, no. Oh, my goodness. Though the explosion hurt the shellback as well, so I'll take it. I'm still alive, and it's now maybe not. There we go. I was on 1 HP in a dream for a while there.
Drop pod has arrived. Get there now. It will.
I think we have plenty of
you.
gold, potency, or mining speed. Let's go for potency.
This
Reload.
makes my whole life better.
Okay, I don't see any red sugar. Oh boy. Okay, set those plants off. Now we can run through the hot magma.
Well
Ooh,
done,
alright.
Miner. Stage 4 was obviously a breeze for you, so we look forward to your easy completion of the final stage.
Yeah, thanks. No pressure. No pressure. Paint job, I'm not worried about. Let's do damage.
Legendary, it's my lucky day.
Let's
More
reroll.
options.
What do we have? Fire rate, status effect damage. Yes.
Gimme. More
Reroll.
options.
Yeah, let's do
Epic
more damage.
upgrade. That's a no-brainer.
Actually, I probably should have healed. That would have been the wise thing to do. Let's see here. Yeah, 17 gold. I need 30. That's okay.
Only one way to rouse
Let's
the dreadnought. Destroy its cocoon.
So for me, I got a little too focused in on the cards, which happens at times. But yeah, it would have been a lot wiser for me to heal up there. But then again, if we get lucky, we can also find red sugar. That'll help, as long as we don't then get hit.
That hit the spot.
Also, leveling up gives us some HP, or can. Let's see. Reload. Potency. Let's do
I
reload.
just became a better dwarf. One down.
So as you can see, we're trying to draw out the dreadnought by taking out these elites. Ooh, more red sugar.
And good boy. Ugh, never felt better.
Yeah, plasma can be huge. Having projectiles that just bounce around off of everything, and if you're going and making tunnels and they're following you through those, they're going to get wrecked.
Sure, why not?
Okay, do I see any? No. Okay. And there is the core dreadnought egg there.
There is gold.
Now, you can also just kind of hang out and let time go down, and everything will just spawn at the same time, the elites and the dreadnoughts. If you just want to farm, I mean, that is an option, but you just have to be careful because now you're taking on a lot more enemies. Okay, no health around here. Though, honestly, we've been able to heal quite nicely. So we just got lucky. Ooh, gear over here. At this point, we should probably just kind of farm some XP here. See what we can get. Plus 15 max HP. Let's re-roll that. Let's do loosen bolts so we can get the overclock. Lifetime reload speed or extra drone. Let's do lifetime reload speed.
We have supply pod prepped for you. We need the LZ clear.
Yeah, let's grab all this. Hi everybody, how's it going? I see I'm interrupting the family reunion. I'm so sorry.
This is my pick. Loot bug eliminated.
Supplies in.
There we go. What do we get? Potency, stance effect damage, small chance of XP. For every nitro you have, you increase your critical chance. So more damage. Hey, I'm gonna go with this, the chemist kit, honestly.
Courses through me.
To me, that just feels like more of a, just of course, a guarantee. And that we're gonna see the benefit right away. Especially at this stage of the game. So we've taken out all but one of the elites. Not sure where they... Oh, there it is. Alright, let's pull it away from the dreadnoughts. Feel a little bit safer that way.
I'm growing stronger.
Hi there, you seem very upset. Did I wake you up from your nap? Okay, we're cutting through here. Hi, bye. Dodge and weave, dodge and weave.
This horror thinks it can kill us. Let's
Oh,
prove it
okay.
wrong.
Dreadnoughts are now awake.
Give it to me.
Again, we see the 2 health bars. There are 2 of them. Oh, hi. You're the leaper. Need to find the healer. Well, I guess they both heal each other. But I want to, yeah, I want to find the ranged one, which is here. Go through this XP, level up. Ooh, 1 extra drone. Yeah, I'll take that.
This one.
But yeah, see, you can avoid the leaper as long as you're rotating. Clockwise, counterclockwise really doesn't matter from what I can tell.
This'll do.
Just as long as you rotate. Oh man, these range attacks though, they can really mess you up.
This will help me work harder.
Now the melee is a lot more of the aggressor. The range tends to kind of stay back and will try to back away from you, which is actually neat to see that their characteristics are different based on how they attack and stuff.
You don't see these every day.
Yeah, try to avoid the exploders where I can. Some of our rotations are going to be big, some are going to be small. Yeah, I think one is actually down now.
Oh, yeah.
We're very close. There we go. I don't think they healed themselves once, actually, which I'm really surprised on. Anytime I fought them, usually it's been like they usually heal each other at least like 2-3 times. I guess this really doesn't matter at this point.
Well done. Objective completed.
All right, time to run.
Has arrived. Get there now. It will leave
Well,
without
this
you.
was my first run through this biome on Hazard 2. So, considering the fact, not so bad. We were able to complete it, get the achievement for it, and with that we have a new weapon unlocked, which is the Deep Core PGL. Also, I remember using that weapon quite a bit in DRG. So, it's neat to see it in this as well. More gear. And we handled the floor's lava quite well, considering the fact that we were quite hot. And there we go. So that was a run of Deep Rock Galactic Survivor. But let me know your thoughts in the comments. What do you think of this title? Is this something you'll jump into? Have you jumped into it? If you have any tips, feel free to share them in the comments as well. Again, I've always loved DRG, and I'm really excited to see Survivor now, and have really been enjoying my time with it. So hopefully you will too. You can check out the link in the description section of this video. But take care of yourselves and each other, and I look forward to seeing you on Hoxxes IV in the near future.